I'm going to tell you right now how to get things done when you don't feel like it. And very ironically right now, I don't want to shoot this video. Show you a little something. My shade right now, it don't want to work. Don't want to go more up. And it's like, that make me feel bad. That make me feel like I don't even want to shoot this video. It's really throwing me off because it was working just a few minutes ago. We have this like new shades that are like, they're supposed to just work automatically. And they're like the old school ones where you have the rope on the side. That one you're just supposed to push it. So it really kind of throwing me off right now, and it just even got me actually like I don't want to make this video, but I'm gonna tell you how I made this video anyway. I'm gonna tell you how you can do things you want to do, and I'm gonna tell you the most simplest and most effective way I found to get things done. And to like kind of like further on this point, right now I've really been in a rut in my life the last couple of months. You know, and it's very easy for me to be in a rut right now with the pandemic going on, the whole coronavirus thing is going on as I'm making this video. It may not be going on by when you guys are even watching it, but it is going on when I'm making this video. And I had so much time where all I did is I wanted to just play my Xbox, you know? Got two Xboxes sitting right here, two laptops sitting right here, camera sitting right there with a microphone, all this stuff, but all I want to do is watch YouTube videos and play Xbox video games, and I spent like months doing it. It even got to the point where I was like, why am I still doing this? Why don't I just stop? It's like I don't even feel good anymore. It's like this doesn't even make me feel good anymore, and I can't stop doing it. Like it's just a real addiction. And it's addiction not even necessarily to video games and to watching YouTube videos that I find really entertaining. Right now I'm watching a lot of Vandals Gaming, throw that out there, because I just find it to be really entertaining. So it's an addiction to just not wanting to deal with life, face life, deal with adversity, deal with problems. It's addiction to avoid feeling things and to just numb myself out in the same way an alcoholic would do it. I'm just doing it in a way that I hope damages me less, though still damaging my eyesight, and I know that one, so don't like that. How did I make this video though? How do I get myself up and out of this rut and doing things? And I'm gonna tell you exactly how I do it. I'm gonna make this really simple that anyone can do it. The easiest way to get yourself out of a rut, to get yourself to start doing things again, is to break down the thing you want to do into the simplest, easiest, most mundane task it can be. And what I mean by that, the easiest way for me to explain this is for me to create a YouTube video. For me to create a YouTube video is a several step process. At least if I want it to be as good as it can be, it takes a lot of steps. It takes actual life experience, because I'm talking about things I'm experienced. It takes me perhaps reading books and watching other educational videos just like this one. It takes me learning and growing and experience a lot and becoming a better man and finding tools and principles that are useful to share with you guys. See, I made that sound like a whole big step, and that's just one step. Then it takes me getting on the camera, making the video, deciding what I want to talk about, what I feel like I can talk about, what I know I can talk about. It takes me setting up the camera. It takes me going on YouTube and editing the video, though this video is probably going to have minimal editing. So I've had videos where I shoot it like it's a music video, where I go in the park and there's a nice background, and then like every minute or so I'll enter in this nature shot and I shoot it like there's this whole like video experience. So it could definitely take a lot longer, take a lot more editing. But even with a simple video like this, sometimes I don't want to edit these videos, right? And that's really the big thing, is I love the creative process of this, but I'm not a big fan of the non-creative binary process of this. I think that's the way to say it. They actually just say not in the video, and sometimes it's just as simple as like if I'm making this video, like I'll stop for a moment and then I come back and it's like I edit out that moment, you know, if I'm thinking about something. Sometimes it'll even go along. I think the biggest one I had recently is I had to cut out like a whole minute of me sitting there thinking like, what am I going to say next? And it's really simple. It takes no work, but I don't want to do it. But I'm going to tell you how I do it. And is by making it as simple as possible. Instead, like, you can sit there, like Tony Robbins has a story where he tells where you really can sit there and be like, oh, I can't go to the gym because I have to go try all these different gyms out. There's a lady who told him this story. He's like, I have to go try all these gyms out. Then I go in there and I can't just look around. Then they're gonna give me the tour. Then I have to see if I actually like it. And then I have to actually, drive to the gym. Have to actually go home from the gym. I gotta work out, I gotta shower. You can make going to the gym this big process, or you can make it really simple. Like, I'm just gonna go to the gym. And how did he prove this to the lady? He asked her a simple question. After she told him his whole story of like 5 minutes long of how hard it is for her to go to the gym, she's like, he's like, what do you like to eat? So where do you go out to eat? And then she's like, oh, food, we can go right now. Like, what do you want? You want Italian? You want Chinese? Like, I know places. Then food could take just as many steps for her to go get, but she's just ready to go do it in one step. But if try to even break it down even simpler for you guys, you can take your whole big thing and you can turn it into just a simple idea that you can act on. But how to even make it simpler, really that simple for me, is when I don't want to edit the video, what I do is I pull out my computer, right? Nice Apple computer. For me, they work. I pull out my computer, right? Turn it on, and I won't say to myself, okay, I'm gonna edit the video. I won't do that. That's, to me, oh, now it's turning on. I didn't mean to do that. I won't say to myself, oh, now I'm gonna edit this video. For me, that's shooting myself in the foot. If I sit there and I think about how big of a process it is, how much time it takes to me to edit the video, process the video, upload it to YouTube, get it ready to be made a public video on YouTube. It's a big process for me to go through. If I sit around and I think about that, sitting there thinking about, earlier I was working on the thumbnail. It's not the greatest thumbnail in the world, but I worked on that damn thing for like an hour. I can't sit there and think I'm gonna do the whole process. What I tell myself, I'm gonna tell you exactly how to do this right now, is I'm gonna take the memory card out the camera. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the memory card out the camera, right? And then I'm gonna put the memory card in the computer. And then, it sounds ironic because I'm making it sound like a lot more steps, but the point is to make these just really simple. Like, I'm not telling myself right now, I'm gonna edit an entire video. Nope. All I'm telling myself that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the files off the memory card and I'm gonna put them in the computer. That's all I do. That is my goal. That is my objective. And even if that's the only thing I do today, I still did something. Kind of bring on a good rule here to build new habits that's really, really effective is a 2-minute rule. If you want to start reading books, show you what we got here. Oh, my squirrel friend that came to visit me. I got this squirrel in my window. He coming for his peanuts. I'll get back to you guys in a moment. I gotta give my squirrel a nut. He kind of gets his peanuts. This is my pet right there. So yeah, if you want to start yourself with reading books and you're having trouble reading books, this is a little example. Maybe you don't want to read books. Just take the advice. Take the example. If you want to start reading books, instead of sitting there like, even just thinking to yourself, I'm gonna read a chapter every day, can still be overwhelming. It's a lot easier than saying I'm gonna read this book, the entire book. If you can just tell yourself I'm gonna read a chapter every day, it's a lot more easier for you to take in. Though even more than that, you can start with, I'm just gonna read for 2 minutes a day. Well, I actually started reading this book. Thought you were gonna start reading it. Actually, I read a good amount, 30 pages. You can say to yourself, I'm actually gonna start reading. You can say to yourself, I'm just gonna read for 2 minutes. Or you can say to yourself, I'm just gonna read 1 page or 2 pages. And you do that, just that alone. We're talking about how to build momentum. Then we're really gonna get onto where you go with this. Is you can tell yourself you're just going to read every day for 2 minutes. And if you can do that for a couple of weeks, you've built a strong habit now. It's going to be easier for you to keep on reading. You build momentum. You build in, like I said, habits. So next time you're gonna start dissolving that like fear of doing the thing you want to do. You're going to start dissolving that anxiety, that anguish around doing the thing you want to do, and you're going to start just doing it slowly, building it up a little bit, just 2 minutes, and then take it as a reward. Take a break. Reward yourself. Say, at least I did this. If you're coming from, as an example, you can't read at all, and now all of a sudden you're reading 2 pages a day, 2 minutes a day, That's a step forward. It's a step in the right direction. It's getting you doing you don't want to do. And now take this to another level, because that's that example. Going back to my computer over here, I may actually sit there and completely edit and upload and do the entire video, spend an hour or two, or however long it takes, depending. If you take a look at some of my videos where the most recent videos with nature shots, not all of them, but the most recent videos with nature shots, those videos could take several hours for me to edit, because I want to get everything the exact right place, exact right time, everything. I want it to be so perfect, and I put a lot of work into this. But I really might sit there and edit the whole video, but I don't tell myself, try to tell you, because this is the fun of this video, is how to get yourself to actually do, is I don't tell myself I'm going to edit that video. I tell myself I'm going to get the files off the memory card, and I'm going to put it on the computer, right? And then I'll do something even really simple than that. Then I'll pull out my hard drive, I'll plug in the hard drive, and I'll save the files to the hard drive also. That's a step I don't even have to do. It makes more sense. It makes more sense for me to wait to finish editing the video and then put the unedited files and the edited files saved to the hard drive all at once. It saves me time, it saves me energy, it saves me effort. But I say screw it, I don't even think of that, because it just gives me something else to do, build momentum. I'm like, I'm gonna do it anyway. And then I tell myself, I'm just going to take the files and I'm just going to throw it in iMovie. I don't tell myself, I don't set myself up for failure. I don't tell myself that I'm going to edit the video. I just say I'm going to open up iMovie and I'm going to dump the files in iMovie. And then at that point, look at all the things I've done. I've done at least 3 different things. Taken the memory, took the information off the memory card, put it on the computer, transferred save files to the hard drive. I open up iMovie and put files in. I took the battery out of the camera, put it on the charger. I didn't mention that, but I do that too. You know, I unset up my little setup here. And then all of a sudden, it's like things like that alone is good. If you decide to only work on your passion project 5 minutes a day, alone you're getting somewhere. Alone, that's good. Though what I've found is that's really also a secret to getting myself to want to work on it, because usually what happens by that point is I'll edit the video anyway. I'll say that again, I'll just edit the video anyway. I'll just do it anyway. And then after I edit the video, it's like I already did all this, alright, I might as well just put it to upload to YouTube. It's not that big of a deal now, I just have to let it sit there and upload. I don't even have to do anything, I just gotta push the buttons and it does the work for me. And then after I've done all that, well, I was like, well, might as well add tags, might as well add a description, might as well add a title. Then after all that, it's like I might as well put a thumbnail, and then I might as well make it public, and then whoop, here we are. The YouTube video you're watching, that was how it was created. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Our World Shifted. If I helped you out in any way, feel free to subscribe. Feel free to leave questions and comments below, whether it's related to this video, something you want me to open up more, or about a completely different subject you'd like me to approach. I'm willing to talk about anything that I feel like I have something to say. And like I said, I don't just make these videos like I just read some book and I like, oh, this sounds nice. No, it's like I actually experienced these things. I actually learned, and these are things, to me, I gotta take a moment, my squirrel's back. This right now is the biggest editing I'm gonna have to do in this video. It's just gotta cut out that little part. You didn't see that because I cut it out, assumably. Maybe I left a little snippet of it in. Sometimes I'll leave just a little snippet in because I feel like it adds a little character. Like when I'm sitting down in the chair, sometimes I like to leave the part where I slide the chair into the shot while I'm sitting on it, just because I just feel like it adds a little something. But yeah, it's just a little something. Where was I? Got distracted by my squirrel, but my squirrel pet, because I take care of him. Just give you a little quick summary of this video, then I'll end it. Is try the 2-minute rule. Try that. If you're having trouble doing something you want to do, try to do it for 2 minutes a day. It's going to help you drop that resistance you have around doing that task, and it's going to build habit and momentum, and it's going to get easier. And then perhaps in the example of the book, maybe in a week you'll move it up to 5 minutes. 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You move it up incrementally. You don't necessarily have to overdo it if you're really just building a habit. And if you're in a moment where you just really need to get something done now, that you just really want to get done, you really need to get it done, but you have this resistance around doing it, try my video editing technique. And that's not to say you need to edit a video, but just if your task is as simple as you want to start jogging, you want to start running, don't even say to yourself, I'm going to start jogging, I'm going to start running. Don't do it. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. Say to yourself, I'm going to put my sneakers on. I'm going to put my socks on. I'm going to get dressed. Just get dressed. Even if that's all you've done, you're still going to build momentum. It's going to make you feel like, well, man, I'm already dressed. I'm already ready. Might as well go walk around the block once or twice. And then maybe after you walked around the block once or twice, you're like, you know what? Maybe I could do a third time. Maybe I could do a fourth time. And even if that's all you did for the day, you're still doing something. And perhaps, like I said, there's a pattern of momentum building, just like there's a pattern of an excuse building. You can build excuse making momentum. If you keep making excuses in your life, you're going to keep making excuses in your life. If you keep building momentum in your life, you're going to keep building momentum in your life. You need to get something done now. Don't think about the whole grand scheme of what you need to do. Start off with the first simplest task that you can possibly do. Even if it isn't so directly helpful, even if it's like, you know, you need to get to work, how do you start off with that? Well, I'm not a fan of coffee. I don't believe in drinking coffee. Subject for another time. I do believe coffee actually takes away more energy from you. And then when you drink it, it gives you that energy back that it took from you. And it's like a brain trick making you think you have more energy. But it's like a sugar high. Whereas like the sugar makes you crash. And then, you know, you take sugar, you feel high. Then you crash, then you have more sugar, you might feel more high again, and then you crash, and it's like this back and forth. I think coffee works the same way. So yeah. So maybe your goal is you need to get to work in the morning. You don't feel like going to work. Don't think about going to work. Think about going downstairs, making your cup of coffee, making your bowl of oatmeal. Make that your only goal. Make that your only objective. Make that your only focus. Clear your mind of everything else. Start off with the little wins in your life, and it's going to help you build momentum onto the bigger wins into your life. And the best example, most reoccurring example of this is to not press the snooze button. Start off with that little win every morning to not press the snooze button. Get up that 5 minutes earlier. Just meditate if you have to. Sit there and do nothing, but at least get up. Start building momentum in your life. Start making little changes. Practice habits just a few minutes a day if you have to. And when you have something big you need to get done, take it one step at a time and make each of those steps as simplest and as easy as you can be. Build that momentum, and you're going to be able to do so much more than you ever realize. I'm going to cut it off now because I definitely think I'm trying to say that I'm trying to even just say that I don't want to say that I'm rambling, because I just think that makes the video sound worse when I say I'm rambling, but I kind of feel like I'm going to start rambling now. Thank you guys for watching.